So listen, I'm gonna try and get all the information out the way. So DDG and Holly Bailey, they were together. They broke up. They had a child together when they were together. DDG is a online streamer, right? He is an online streamer. He's been a YouTuber for about a decade. Very rich off YouTube, very well known in his YouTube space. But as far as actual celebrity, and also he's a rapper, he has a hit song. He was going back and forth with Joe Budden, who has one hit song. DDG actually has a bunch of platinum as a rapper more than Joe has. So we won't get into that because we don't do that on this channel. We don't do the rap talk too much. But that's what he does. Holly Bailey, Chloe Bailey's sister, which Chloe Bailey is a singer, R&B singer, a star in the music industry and stuff like that. But Holly Bailey is an actor. She was on Disney and all that stuff. She played the Little Mermaid. You want me to be honest? I don't even know if the Little Mermaid dropped or if we're still waiting on it to drop. I have no clue. That's how out of the loop I am when it comes to like what she got going on. But understand the fact that she's about to star in a Little Mermaid. She is a star. She is a big star. She's a much bigger star than DDG when we talk about mainstream America, TV, cinema, all that stuff. So boom, you get that out the way. They got a kid, right? Now this is the issue. I don't know if the child is past a year old yet, but the child is not 2. So the child is anywhere from an infant to a little over 1 year old, possibly. DDG is on Kai Cenat's stream. Kai Cenat is one, if you don't know, he's one of the biggest streamers on the planet. Top 3, if not number 2, because I know Aiden Ross is number 1. He's with kicking all that stuff. We don't got to go that deep. But listen, he brings his son, DDG brings his son, the son that him and Holly Bailey had together, on stream. And they are kicking it. All they're doing in the room is sitting and talking and clowning. They don't got no crazy stuff going on, so don't think that it's any booty shaking or a bunch of babes coming and holding the baby. It's none of that. It's just 2 adults in a room, 2 adult males in a room, talking in front of a webcam, in front of a bunch of people, right? So you understand what is going on. Holly Bailey goes and tweets out after this happened, "Hi, everyone. Just so you know, I am out of town and I didn't approve of my baby being on a stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified, and I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. I am his mother and protector and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I am out of town." Boom. Let's go to the next tweet. She then tweets out, "As a woman experiencing severe postpartum, there are boundaries that I wish to be respected. Nobody knows what someone is going through until they snap." I just want to say right now, you know who should know what you're going through? Your baby dad. But let's look at the date on this. This is November 6th, yesterday, at 6:57 p.m. Now, women have been going crazy all day, like, since this dropped. Even today, on the 8th, they've been going crazy. Let's go to the next tweet. So 3 hours ago, today, the next day, the 7th, in case you're watching this in the future at 12 p.m., she says, "Yesterday, maybe I did overreact and shouldn't have brought it here. I know that Halo, the child, is always safe with his dad. I just don't like finding out with the rest of the world what my baby is doing. Thank you, Kai, for the gifts for Halo." Heart emoji. Now, I think that is honorable, if I'm going to be honest. But as far as this whole thing, I think it was unnecessary. We'll get to that later. Let's look at the reactions to this specific tweet. Champagne Sloshy replies, "First woman I ever seen take accountability." Zanny replies to him and says, "They coming for you, gang." He replies with a gif of whoever that is laughing. I don't know if it's Batista or whoever the fuck it is. Now, if you wonder why I cover shit like this, it's for a couple reasons, but one of the reasons is because I am on social media and I have to see these rabid women do shit like what you're about to see through these comments. Your mother doesn't take accountability. That's how she responded to the dude under this thread. She said your mother didn't take accountability. Women have the same go-to moves when it comes to disputes or disagreements and opinions and things like that when their emotions get involved. When you say something about women, as far as like women in general, they'll come and say something about your mom. They'll try and throw your mom in there. Another chick replies, she doesn't need to. She has every right to be upset. Somebody else replies, well, maybe you need to take accountability for the type of people you surround yourself with. You're too deep in your 20s to have never seen a woman take accountability. That's pathetic. So we got another screen full of comments, but I'm only going to read one, the one with the Chris Tucker picture. It says, Halle herself saying, maybe I did overreact. And y'all in the replies talking about she didn't overreact, laughing my ass off. And that's the funny part. You can't make it up. Twitter is one of the worst places because of all the rabid, I'm going to keep it a bean, black women. Like, I can't even put it on no other demographic. Like, black people run Twitter, from what I know, from what I see. I'll keep it a bean. Now, the rest of the tweets are replies to that Chris Tucker joint. I'm not going to read the complete tweets, but I'll just preview a few of them so you know. One person says, internet pressure makes people backtrack, and I hate that, blah, 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 making excuses for her. Another person says, exactly why nobody wants her with him. Whether she went about it wrong or not, y'all are disrespectful and childish fans, da, 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 da. That's funny coming from any woman because when it comes down to it, like, they do the most when it comes to celebrities online. I'm not even going to elaborate on that. So remember, the tweet said that Halle said, maybe I overreacted to this, and women are telling her she didn't. This woman responds because she didn't overreact. She only said that because of the amount of insufferable men telling her that she was. A mother is never overreacting or invalid in her feelings towards her child, blah, blah, blah. And what he responded with is, no way you think Halle genuinely cares what people think after she's been a celebrity for so long. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm just going to be honest. What I was going to do, I had a highlight reel ready, but I'm not going to post that highlight reel. And the highlight reel was, you know, when they were together, she posted the baby like fucking 6 times, something like that. The first time, she censored out the face of the baby. Every other time, it was a bunch of other pictures with the baby. The most recent picture that she has with the baby is Halloween. And they dressed up and stuff like that. So she posts the baby all the time. That's my point. When it comes to DDG, during a relationship, he posted the baby more. Now, on top of him posting the baby more, he also, Halloween, had a picture dressed up with the baby and stuff like that. So when you look at the millions of people part, Halle Bailey and DDG are both famous, and the baby is on both of their Instagrams. So the in front of millions of people part is kind of ridiculous because you've been exposing the baby to millions of people for months. So in my mind, that's an invalid complaint. It just doesn't make logical sense. Now, let me tell you, outside of logical sense, yes, I'm making a video on this, but I really don't care about this. And I'm going to tell you the reason I made a video about this. Because I already told you the one reason. I got to go through social media and see everybody reacting all crazy to this, right? But the issue that the reason I don't care too much about this is because at the end of the day, this is an actual relationship between two people. Two people. And this is one of the issues that even outside of celebrities that men deal with. Women bringing stuff that they could have sent in a text message, that they could have said on a call, that's not everybody else's business, to the internet. To the internet. Why are you bringing this domestic dispute to the internet for millions of people to weigh in on? Why is this discrepancy that you have with what your baby dad did our business? Now, remember, I said that what she said didn't make logical sense. But this is the thing. Again, they are two people. It's possible that they have an understanding. It's possible that they made agreements behind the scene to where, oh yeah, he's gonna call every time before he puts him up. And even as far as her, she taps in with him. They could have an agreement like that. It's not likely, but they could have an agreement like that. It's not really my business. It's not really your business. It's their business, and it should be hashed out in private. And when we get to air quote modern women, even though I use that in my title all the time, I don't really say that in real life, or even on this channel, I barely say modern women. But listen, when we get to contemporary women, modern women, and this is not black or white or anything, it's really Western, American, Canadian, things of that nature. When we talk about these women, what they do is they like to live their whole relationships out, good and bad, through social media. And the issue with that, there are multiple issues with that I'm not going to go into completely for time's sake. But one of the biggest issues with that is when the bad comes, when you have breakups, when you have discrepancies, when she's upset, when X, Y, Z, it really relies on when she's upset. She's going to go to the internet and tell everybody your business. Now, if your mom follow her, your mom know what's going on in your relationship. Now, if your exes follow her, your exes don't even got to follow her. Because the way women do, they screenshot, and that shit is going to go everywhere. That shit is going to go everywhere. And your business is going to be everywhere. It's no reason we should know. Bruh, they did a breakup and nobody knew why they broke up. Nobody knew. Nobody knows. But now we know DDG has to get permission to be on the internet with his kid, or at least that's what she thinks. I don't know. And now we're having social dialogue about a relationship that's not ours, which that's fine. That happens all over the internet. But when I look at that, this is just a representation of what's happening even with regular people. I log on to different social media platforms, and these chicks is airing out their dirty laundry with their baby dads, with their exes, with their current boyfriends, with guys that they just fucked. Hey, I'm going to tell you something real quick, man. A chick went online after a dude ran off on her, and he was supposed to pay a bill. He said he was going to pay a bill if he fucked. Man, she either went to sleep or she went to brush her teeth. Buddy was gone. She went straight to the internet. Like, this cat didn't pay my cable bill. Yeah, he's a bum. He didn't pay my cable bill. Like, why do we give a fuck that you fuck somebody to get your cable bill paid? Like, and he ran off. Like, why should we know that? So now we know that you fucking to get your cable bill paid. So what it run like? Fucking $200. So somebody can go and fuck you for $200. That's all it take now. We got people out here that are that stupid. So with that being said, because I know this is going to attract a lot of people, but this is to my guys, because you know what this channel is about. Listen, man. You got to vet these chicks. You got to look at their social media activity. You got to look at how much of their personal details they put online as far as their life and what's going on, et cetera, et cetera. And if they have a previous relationship, how much was everybody else into their relationship? Because what you don't want is somebody who could have texted you whatever their discrepancy was, putting it online, or even worse, texting you. And then whatever y'all say in the text, she screenshot the text and put them all online and stuff like that. The Halle Bailey shit is one thing, but as far as in general, this is a widespread issue that happens with a lot of women. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts. I'm out.